Hope everybody enjoyed the assignment last time, which you definitely did, right? And actually, we've received some comments of people saying, but Anna, I don't get to the court every day. I can't always do my assignments. So here's a solution for those of you. You don't need to be on a court. In fact, you don't even need to be holding your racket. So this means even if you're in your living room or in your office, you might want to turn the blinds if you're in your office, so you might look a little silly moving around like this to your coworkers. But the point is, get creative. Any space that you can use that has a solid foundation, then you can practice your footwork. And especially when it's at the initial stages where you're just trying to memorize the movements in your body, you don't have to worry about having your court shoes on or going full speed. You just need enough space that you can extend your arm, imagine your racket's there, go over your steps in your head, prep, left, reach. So as long as you have that much space, then you can do the assignment. So no excuses. But as you increase the speed, as you're trying to practice this in your full speed, then you do need to be either on the court or in a space that is a proper facility. So that means you're not going to slip, and make sure you're using proper footwear. And because as you're going faster and faster and as you get stronger, you don't want to slip and hurt yourself. So to recap what we did last time, we talked about the marionette metaphor and how to direct your lunge based on picking up your knee and kicking out your foot. Now what we're going to do to build on that is we're going to talk about how we get back to the base to prepare for the next shot. Because it's all good and well if you can get out there very quickly and hit your great shot. But if you can't get back again, then it's all for nothing. Because as we talked about, badminton is a continuous flow of energy and movement. You can't just end your shot here, even if it's a great shot, and stop and think, oh, I did it. Maybe sometimes it'll be a winning shot, but most of the time you'll need to be recovering and thinking, preparing always for what's coming back. So this session is all about the recovery, how to get back from the forehand offense position. So to focus on the recovery, let's go through, we're doing our prep jump, left step, now here I am. I've kicked out, I've landed with balance, I've got my non-racket arm extended to help, that's the first step in recovery, so I can get back quickly. Now, another reason, we talked about that the arm is heavy, but I didn't talk to you about the cliff metaphor. Another reason we keep our arm extended, and not only extended, but actually one detail that I like to encourage people to do at first is to keep a thumbs up hand position. Not only because it's positive, but also because it keeps your left or non-racket shoulder up, which will then keep your chest up, your back straight, and everything in line. So that arm and hand position is really important. Sometimes I tell people this who are used to being very hunched over, and every time they're doing the thumbs down. They think they're doing the thumbs up, but they're not. So that's really important to check yourself when you're out there. Is my thumbs up actually going up? Because that means that my shoulder is back and my chest is in line. Then once I'm in this position, oh, I forgot to say about the hanging off of the cliff. So if someone was dangling for their life over a cliff and I was holding on, imagine the racket is the hand. I'm not going to be dangling like this. I'm going to be really extending everything I can from my back to my stomach, even my neck and my chin to be towards land, because I don't want to go over that cliff. So that's how you have to think also when you're here at the net. You want to get back to the safety of the base where you're covering the whole court in a balanced way, especially for singles. In doubles, you have a bit of flexibility because your partner can cover you, but it's still important that you get back to be able to cover, even for doubles, the whole front court in the offensive position. So here we are, we've done our shot, we've got our thumbs up and our shoulder back, a good extension of our foot because we kicked out, and now how do we get back? So the first thing to note is that you do not want to stop. You do not want to stop and kill your energy here, because why? What will happen? You're going to lose your hula hoop. Remember the hula hoop metaphor? We have to keep that energy going. So we have to land and try and get back right away, or else our energy is killed, and we have to get that energy going again, which is going to take time. So another metaphor I use, especially helpful for the little ones, is I imagine this is like a lava pit, a hot volcano lava pit. And as soon as I land, I have to start thinking about pushing back right away. Otherwise, my foot and my shoe are going to melt into the lava. So as soon as I land, I'm thinking about moving back again, which is why I've got my arm and my back in this position. There are two ways to move back towards the base. The first, and the one that I use more frequently, is to drag that back foot in about 6 inches. Not all the way in, but just about 6 inches. Now the reason we do that is because that back foot becomes our stopper. If you've ever used a scooter, one of those scooters, or if you've gone rollerblading or roller skating, then you'll know that there's a back lever that you apply pressure onto the ground to help you slow down. And that is exactly the same with the back foot shoe. That's why you'll see a lot of badminton players, as they develop this footwork and become better at it, they'll actually wear out that whole portion of their shoe because it becomes such an efficient stopper, and it scrapes and brushes on the ground with such force. So that's the first way that we'll try, by stopping, dragging that back foot. That's going to help us slow down, like a car screeching on its brakes. So I've dragged that toe in, and now that it's stopped, I can apply pressure onto that foot. So now I push off of that back left foot, and then transfer the weight, and then I can push back to the middle. So I'm here, I drag that back left foot, I've still got my thumbs up to keep the balance back. I drag that back foot, put weight on it, and then step back. Okay, let's see it in real time. So here I am, back, prep, out, and back. Prep, out, and back. So you can even hear the drag. Again, be aware of the sounds your shoes and feet are making. Prep, left, drag, and back. You can hear the shh of my foot hitting the ground. Now it's important that I drag so that I stop that foot and that can then apply pressure on it. If I drag it too far, then by the time I apply pressure on it, my feet are together. So I've wasted that distance that's going to help me recover. So that's why I want to drag it only as short as I can to be able to put a pressure on it and get more efficiently back again. Let's see what it looks like on the left side. Prep, right, left, got my thumbs up, and then I'm dragging this foot and pushing back. Prep, left, right, drag, and push back. So in real time, so that's the stopper recovery version. Now there's a second way of recovering from the lunge, where we're down in the lunge position, and then some people just aren't very naturally able to drag and put pressure on their left leg. So a helpful way for them is to put a little hop in there with the front foot. So once you're out in the lunge, you do another little hop and then recover. That helps generate the energy to send you back towards the middle. So let's see that one. Hop and back. Racket up, prep, hop. So if you imagine again that lava pit, then imagine once I get there, it's hot and I need to push off right away. That's really important because even a split tenth of a second longer is going to delay my balance for the next shot. Prep, left, right, hop, and back. Prep, left, right, hop, and back. prep, left, right, hop, and back. Let's try it on the left side. Prep, right, left, hop, and back. So now my little hop comes from my left foot, because that's in front on my left side. And the little hop keeps that energy going to help me get out of that lava pit and back towards the middle. So now I'm going to go through and do a couple on each side for the right-handeds and the left-handeds, alternating or doing a random mix. And I want you to identify which recovery method I'm using, the drag or the hop. Hop. Drag. Now no clues. And on the left side, okay, so that concludes the lunge recovery session for today. Homework. I want you to do 5 times each recovery version slow, and then 5 times fast. So that means I'm going to do 5 times with the drag, slow enough that I can keep track of everything we've done in previous sessions, because it all overlaps. Prep, left, right, and now I'm dragging and stepping back. So that would be 1 for the slow, 2, and then once I do that 5 times, that's 1 session for the slow. And I have to do that 5 times slow. And then I want to do the 5 times hop recovery. Hop. Hop. Once I've done that 5 times 5 for each one slow, then go ahead and do 5 times 5 in real time or as fast as you can manage while keeping the quality. So that's it for today. Remember, step your game up.